Hi, my name is Fitzpatrick. I'm an advanced care paramedic here in Calgary. I've been a first responder for the last 20 years, mostly with EMS, some mountain rescue and some ski patrolling and avalanche professional as well. 16 years with the City of Calgary as a paramedic and also as a tactical medic. I'm approaching 8 years now as a tactical medic, and that's really kind of where Crisis Point was built from. Stop the Bleed is kind of a specialty right now based on bleeding control, and it's based around massive hemorrhage. That the instance where somebody's going to bleed out from an injury within minutes. And it's kind of a progression. If you can't stop a bleed by applying direct pressure, well, what's the next thing to do? And we move to indirect pressure, which is the use of tourniquets. And there's a stigma against tourniquet use that's now about 15 years old, but people still think tourniquets are bad. And this course proves that no, tourniquets are not bad. Tourniquets save lives. We talk about wound packing. And again, even as a paramedic going through paramedic school, we don't learn about wound packing. And that was one of the things that I learned as a tactical medic. Why aren't we doing this as a street paramedic? And it's even gone further than that. Why aren't we teaching civilians to stop these bleeds? It's taking ambulances longer and longer to get on scene. We're getting busier here in the City of Calgary. Response times are getting longer. We need our civilians trained, just like CPR. It's no different. And if it takes us, 6, 7, 8 minutes to respond as a first responder, it may be too late.
So I took the course. It was really good. I've taken a few other courses through industrial stuff that I've done before. Average first aid classes, H2S classes. They never really touched on major hemorrhaging like the Stop the Bleed course did. So it was really nice to have that touch up of exactly what I need just for major hemorrhaging. And even in the other courses, they talked about tourniquets or something, but never really described how to use them or the proper use. So it was good to get that information.
The course is built for the bystander, for the civilian, turning them into that immediate responder and getting them the skills and the equipment and the confidence to save a life. People hear about Stop the Bleed and they're like, oh no, that's for first responders, or that's for people that are dealing with weapons, or like you said, at the gun range. But it's not. This is a skill set that's not being taught in first aid. This could be as simple as you're at home and your kids are roughhousing in the basement or something, and somebody gets pushed through a window and they sever an artery. It can happen at the workplace. It could just be a workplace or an industrial accident. It can be you're traveling down the highway and you come across a motor vehicle accident, and you need to use these skills. It's built around that high threat environment is kind of where it comes from. I mean, it all came from the battlefield. All these techniques and the teachings are coming from Iraq and Afghanistan, and it's trickling into the civilian realm. And that's exactly what Stop the Bleed is. It's trickling that information down. And getting the immediate responder, and building community resilience. If there was a disaster, if there was an active shooter, or just even you come across an accident, you can use these skills and save a life.
So after the course, I actually got 2 new tourniquets and put it in my first aid kit in my vehicle. I figure if I see somebody on the side of the road that needs help, then at least I have the tool to help them.
It's human nature to help, and people want to help, but a lot of times people won't help because they don't know what to do. So if we can build that confidence, build those skill sets into the civilian environment or community, it benefits everybody. This course is for everybody. People are like, well, can my children take this course? It's kind of that babysitting age, right? 11, 12, 13-year-old children right to, grandma and grandpa. Everybody can have this training and benefit from it.
Shane's an awesome teacher. He knows what he's talking about. He's got lots of experience. He knows what he's talking about, and he can use his background on the EMS side with actual stories of how he dealt with stuff.
911 Supply has been a great supporter of this with the academy right next door. They've offered the classroom for the courses. You can take the courses, you can sign up for the courses through 911 or through the academy websites or through Crisis Point. And there's other places in Calgary that you can sign up. The University of Calgary has their own program, some of the shooting ranges as well. But look it up and become that immediate responder. You'll save a life.